Hello everyone and welcome back to Sonic Heroes for the GameCube, and in this part we're going to be finishing off Team Rose's story by going through 6 different levels and ending it from there.
I think we're lost.
This place is creepy. Come on, you guys. Don't you want to find Chocola and Froggy? We can do this.
I've got to get tough for all of us.
You know, I find it pretty funny actually, given the fact that Big's trying to find Froggy in this game, and, you know, even the later Sonic titles that came after this, he's still looking for Froggy. You know, just Big is forever looking for Froggy for some reason. One thing I want to go on about, which is going to be a bit different actually for most of this level, given the fact that I've gone over this level for like the 3rd time now, seriously, is something that I think a lot of people haven't really talked about much, really. And this involves my favourite video game console of all time, the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. So, one thing that I've noticed is that some games ported, you know, to like compilations and things, but particularly even, you know, when you play them on like emulators, sometimes the sound is not exactly like what it used to be, particularly like, you know, on some songs of the Mega Drives, depending on what games you're playing, there's sometimes like these beeps and other noises which weren't in the original game at all. I don't really know what causes it and stuff, but I find it rather strange, because that's one thing that I noticed actually when playing Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So like the other day or so, I was playing Sonic the Hedgehog 3, you know, on the original Mega Drive itself and stuff. And, what was it, there was a part where you get to in the game where, before fighting, you know, Dr. Eggman for the first time, or Dr. Robotnik as he was known back then, there's like this strange sort of airship that flies by, you know, and it makes like this weird noise or so, but what I've noticed is hearing it in different things, like Sonic Mega Collection Plus for the PS2, it sounds sort of distorted, that sound, whereas when I played it on the original, you know, Sega Mega Drive itself and things, it just sounded like a normal battleship going past, to be honest. It actually sounded pretty realistic for the Mega Drive, I will be honest. And even when playing it on other things like, you know, Sonic's Ultimate Genesis or Mega Drive Collection for the Xbox 360 and PS3, I noticed that the sound was, again, slightly distorted and things. I don't know, it's just there's something that I've noticed when it comes to the Mega Drive and when it gets ported. Sometimes the sound can't match to the original, which is why I find it okay that I play things the original way and things, because it means that the sound is playing how it's supposed to when it was originally released back in its time and stuff like that, you know? I don't know, it's just something that I've noticed which I found somewhat confusing. The same as well with games like, what's it, Comic Zone for the Sega Mega Drive and things, because, what's it, there's like a certain piece of music in the game, I don't know what era it is, but if you play it on an emulator, you hear like this weird beeping noise in the background. When I played it on the original Mega Drive itself, that's not present. I really don't know what causes it and things, because I mean, it's kind of confusing to find that it happens, considering it's 16-bit. With a voice crack as well, god damn it. 16-bit now is pretty, you know, that sort of thing should just be ported to a modern system with no issue and things. I honestly don't know what causes it, to be honest. It's kind of confusing, but still. And that right there was Hang Castle already. So already it's cut down like a hell of a ton. And how far are we actually into the video? We're 3 minutes. Wow, 3 minutes and we've already cleared like the first level.
Okay, we're finally inside. I'm kind of scared.
Don't worry, I'll be right by you.
Oh yeah, and that's going to make Cream feel a lot safer, is it? Just this giant purple cat next to you at all times in a freaking haunted mansion. Oh my god, I don't know why, I just always find that a bit creepy, that line, you know, like, don't worry, I'll be right by you. Just this giant purple cat that's going to be with you at all times. I don't know, he kind of freaks me out in places, you know? He's supposed to be cute, but it's just his size and the way he looks at you and things, which is also something that might throw you off with the borders, actually, seriously. Like, if you look to the left and right, you know where the borders are and things. What's it, Amy and Cream are fine, but Big is constantly staring at you, so try and not be put off by that, but there's not a lot I can do about that, I'm afraid, since pretty much on every single freaking picture Big is in for Sonic Heroes and that, he's staring right at you in your eyes and things. It's kind of disturbing, if you ask me. Oh boy, I still can't take that bit seriously, you know, like all these cute visuals going on, and then just suddenly having this massive explosion at the end. And it just seems kind of out of place, really. But there is kind of one good thing about the Team Blast. Even though Team Chaotix is, that's actually quite a mouthful, really. But their Team Blast is my favourite. When it comes to Team Rose's Team Blast, it can actually be used in some sort of way for strategy, really, because every time you use a Team Blast, your characters level up, and then you get given a brief invincibility, which is something that I did back in Grand Metropolis, when I used a Team Blast right next to a Team Blast power-up. So basically when I used it, you know, I became invincible and leveled up my characters, but then in the process picked up the Team Blast meter and got another Team Blast. That's about as simple as I can explain it, really. I know that was confusing as hell, but that'll do for now. And that is already, what was it? Haunted Mansion? I can't actually remember the name of the level now, god damn it, which is annoying because, Mystic Mansion, yes, that's it, Mystic Mansion. I remember. Because, you know, that's got, like, my favourite song in the game, how can I forget that? That's kind of embarrassing, but still. It's really weird, though, how when you just plow through these levels, you get given so much time, like more than Sonic's, which makes no sense, considering that team is Sonic. It's about going fast, is it not? Whatever. Oh, freaking hell, Big's just... he's just still in the limelight out of everything, isn't he? So far, we've had Cream and Amy just say it once or twice, but Big said it on practically every single level so far. Give them a chance, man! Give them a chance!
Mustache monkey, you took Chocola and Froggy, didn't you?
What I did, then what?
Please return Chocola!
Give back Froggy! Get them!
Mustache monkey. That's a really good insult, Amy. But still, it's the same as ever, pretty much with all these, except I guess, you know, they're slightly weaker compared to Team Sonic and Team Dark, and they're a lot shorter as well. Although this one I don't really have too much hard times getting the A rank, particularly, compared to, you know, the previous Robot Storm in the casino place. Because like I said before and stuff, you know, just getting that one, you have to do it pretty quick and things. But this one isn't so bad, I find. I guess it's somewhat difficult if you don't pay attention and stuff, but it's not really one that you have to keep retrying back compared to the casino one, if you ask me, but still.
There's too many!
Oh god. Big didn't even get to finish his line on that bit, did he? There's just too many of them, is what he's supposed to say. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Although I kind of, sort of think that when you get invincibility on this and a level up, it kind of makes these runs a little too easy, especially when you pick up another Team Blast in the process. Wow, I actually never noticed that. Because, you know, for just using it and stuff, you're invincible and you can just destroy all the enemies and we're already done. We're already done, just like that. After saying boys as well, even though there's only one. Jesus Christ, I swear. That just confused me as hell.
Is it finished?
Yeah, I think so. There's not really much else after that big. Makes a change that you say something compared to what you usually say. Oh man. And now we are onwards to Egg Fleet. Surely you would know that by now if you've watched Team Sonic and Team Dark. Jeez.
You fools must all have a death wish. Witness this invincible battleship built by the hands of a genius. Its power unmatched throughout the universe.
If you want to fight, you've got one. Let's get that. We're flying so high. It's kind of scary.
I see nothing but clouds. Better not fall off.
Oh. Oops. Forget it, I'll leave that one in. I better not fall off, even though I just did right there. I always find out, you know, with like Sonic games, they'll tell you be careful not to fall, and that's when you bloomin' fall. Particularly in Sonic 06 as well, when Tails tells you not to fall and stuff like that, but still. But that happened, but I don't care, because I mean, that didn't really muck up my A rank, because it just restarted from the beginning and reset the score to 0, so it's all fine by me. I'm just going to leave that in for an outtake, because that's occasionally what I like doing. Also, 30 rings for all that lot, Jesus Christ. I don't really know what happened to the sound there either. That might have just been when I was talking, but I swear I didn't like hear any sound there at all. That's, it's kind of strange right there, but still. I do absolutely love the music though to Eggplant and stuff. I know I've gone on about this before and stuff, but you know, it's really good if you ask me or so. It just sounds very suitable for coming up towards the end of the game. But then again, Final Fortress has a brilliant atmosphere when it comes to like the final song in that game. That just screams, you know, the end of the game in its own right and stuff like that. That's pretty much what I like about video game music in general. Things is, you know, it adds atmosphere. Even though some people think it's just noises like beeps and sounds, stuff like that, I look at it as art in some form of way, really, because I mean it adds to atmosphere, moods, and just emotions, if you ask me, depending on how well it is. I mean, there are some examples of bad video game music, like Rad Gravity's title theme for the NES. That's just a whole load of mess, if you ask me. But still, also, wow, the freaking level was rotating in the background there. That was kind of strange. There's a lot of stuff that I'm noticing actually than my actual full recording through this, because yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of you know by now, but for those of you who have just literally watched Team Rose's part and not the others, this is all through post-commentary, mainly because my goal of this LP is to get away ranks, and it'll be hard to do it through live commentary and stuff, so you know, that's why some of my commentary is a bit all over the place, I find, because the game runs pretty fast when you're trying to get all A ranks. Also, the sense of momentum there was a little bit strange, if you ask me. Which reminds me, there's also another thing to go on about for like the layout of this LP, which is it's slightly changed or so. So you'll notice, like, if you watch the other parts from Team Sonic to Team Dark, at the end of every episode I said, see you in episode 8 or 9 or something like that. There's not really any of that, because I thought they don't really need to be any episodes, you know, that just carry on going from up to, like, say, episode 26, I think, or so, because it's the same level. So I just thought, you know, I might as well just do episode 1 to episode 7 and then call that the finale for each team to save confusion. And then the actual real finale, when we get to the last story, like the final video of this LP and things, will be called the grand finale, just to save confusion and stuff like that. You know, I just thought I'd change some stuff around, but that was after that I started narrating any of this, really, you know. So by the time I narrated the things, originally it was all just going to be in episodes, but I don't know, I wanted to be different, just for people who just wanted to, you know, watch Team Rose's playthrough only of this game. It means that you don't have to watch, you know, Team Sonic or Team Dark or Team Chaotix. You can watch just one team if you like, and then go straight to the finale. I just wanted, like, save some sort of watching going on and stuff like that. Save some sort of watching. Wow, that's explained very well. But, you know, I just wanted to make it a little bit easier and things, what can I say. So it's a real shame I didn't really get any, like, free level ups in that level at all. Otherwise I could have just gone up that pole a lot faster, because I find that when she swings her hammer, it's really slow. And there's actually another move that Amy does, by the way. If you hold down the A button when jumping, she sort of floats, similar to some sort of Yoshi flutter jump, if you ask me, which can be put to good use. Also, her boots are clipping through the floor. Jesus, wow. Oh well, it's only a little bit and stuff like that, but still. And that's Egg Fleet already. Seriously, how long are we actually into this video? 16 minutes. 16 minutes. And so far we've cleared 4 levels. 4 levels in 16 minutes. Wow. Compared to the other teams, that would be like 2 levels or so.
I'm so happy I want to tell everyone!
Oh, cool. It's nice to see that Cream actually says it for a change. I believe this is like her 3rd time saying it. Geez, how many times Big has stolen it? Seriously, like, compared to the other teams, Big has just been an arse. He's been a big arse compared to the others, hasn't he? And now, the final level. Like before, Final Fortress. Hurry and find Eggman.
Here we are. It's quite overwhelming. I've got to pull myself together.
Froggy.
God damn it, Big, really? At the end of everything, just Froggy. It's just funny, you know, just the difference of things. Like, you understand his character and that because of it, really. To be honest, you understand each of the characters, if you ask me. But that's the thing, why I think for each dialogue of the level and stuff, it should be different, not just the same repetitive lines being said over and over and over again. Otherwise you just think that they're robots and they're just programmed to say stuff instead of having any character in them and stuff like that, but still. I suppose also with this being the final level I'm playing as Team Rose, this stage may be a little bit easier, because I remember as a kid, when I first got to hear as Team Sonic, I could not grind. I was really, really terrible at grinding in these levels, and I just kept dying, getting game overs, and just getting through Final Fortress, you know, as a kid for me was somewhat annoying things. But when I got to Team Rose in this area, I could see that this isn't as bad, really, because it's cut down a hell of a lot. There's less grinding and stuff going on. In fact, I think it's a lot shorter, like, compared to all the other levels. Nowhere near, though, as short as Casino Park, seriously. That was super fast. I'd like somebody to do, like, a video response, just showing a speed run of Casino Park, seeing how fast you can clear it, because it might even be possible to clear it in under a minute. I'm serious, it's that freaking short. And that means by not doing what I did for going like, you know, for any of the items or anything like that, just literally blaze through it like your Team Sonic, you know what I'm saying? So it really sucks I wasn't cream, I was, because I just flown over and taken a shortcut, but never mind. Still, you gotta just love this soundtrack to the final level and things and stuff. It's not one of my favourite, you know, final levels when it comes to music of all time and things. Because I don't know any examples, because I love too much video game music that it's hard for me to decide. Seriously, there are some amazing tracks out there for, like, soundtracks and things. Particularly one that I'm listening to a lot nowadays, or at least just, you know, this current time or so, is actually Thunder Force 4's soundtrack for the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. Seriously, I think that's really good. It definitely showed off what the Mega Drive could do. Damn it, Big. You know, it's the exact same as Omega, really, except Omega was just programmed to destroy. Big is just stupid, and he just wants to find some form of frog, really. But still, Thunder Force 4's soundtrack is really awesome. If you haven't actually heard it, you know, just go and listen to it and things. You'll be surprised at what it sounds like for the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. Not to mention it was released at the same time, you know, as when games like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 came out. 1992! 1992 that was, don't forget, you know. That from 1992 sounds really, really freaking impressive, and I really need to pick up the game one day, Thunder Force 4, since I've heard the Thunder Force games for the Mega Drive / Genesis are really, really good shooters. I was going to say, is that time bonus going to run out? Oh, come on, Big! Really? The final level. And you have to say, not Amy, not the leader. Not the leader at all. It's the same with Team Sonic. Tails had the last say when defeating Egg Emperor. They just hate each other, don't they? My god.
Dr. Eggman!
Froggy, where are you?
It's your fault that Sonic and I aren't together! You're gonna regret this for the rest of your life!
Enough of this! Big! Time to meet your maker! I'll show you what real evil is!
Whoa, wait. What the hell has Eggman got to do with this? About you and Sonic being together? Seriously, like, how does that even work? When was Eggman part of all this? It's more or less you, Amy, for being so attached to Sonic in the first place. Don't bring Egghead into this, seriously. Oh boy. But this one actually plays a different role compared to the other teams and stuff, given the fact that on this one, I believe I take out the cannons, because compared to all the other teams, they had all these egg horns and stuff thrown at you. But my tip of this, really, is after leveling up your characters as fast as you can and stuff, just take out all the cannons, and then use the Team Blast, because you're going to get leveled up as well, meaning Cream's going to be at level 3 immediately, and you're going to be invincible as well. So you can literally just take down this boss, you know, in the first round, like with the others. In fact, the only time where I don't take him out in, like, the first platform is with Team Chaotix, as far as I'm aware, which is the team that we're going to be doing next already. Seriously, 4 parts of Team Rose, and we're done already. I was really hoping I could get him down, like, in time to the music, but unfortunately not.
God, Froggy!
I won't go down that! Defeated? Impossible! No!
And, same as ever, the Egghead is down for Egg Emperor. And let's go see who's going to have the last say to this part.
Dr. Eggman, please stop being bad!
Oh, it's actually Cream. That took me by surprise and stuff. And that's it. That is literally Team Rose's story. What we're going to see coming up next and stuff is the final cutscene going on, and, you know, the main theme, at least the theme to Team Rose playing during the credits and stuff. Also, I click my fingers there now. That's got nothing to do with anything. And you know, you might like it or so as usual with the other teams, I'm going to be quiet, then you can hear it and see if you like it. I actually don't mind the song, I think it's pretty cool myself. And I just want to reflect, you know, for a couple of minutes on Team Rose compared to the other teams and stuff like that. Team Rose is essential pretty much for beginners and things. Like, seriously, if you're going to be playing the game for the first time and you find Team Sonic a little difficult, maybe give Team Rose a try. Because, you know, the levels are cut down a hell of a lot shorter. If anything, they're more close to length when it, when it comes to the Sonic games on the Mega Drive / Genesis and that, because they as well only took like 2 minutes or 3 minutes to clear and stuff. You know, it's the same with Team Rose really when it comes to length, really. really. That's what I keep saying for some reason. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Really, it's the same, just a bit easier. Except a big fishing rod I'm not really too fond of. I'd rather be Omega or Knuckles and that, given the fact you could just spam B and just punch the crap out of everything instead of using a rod and swinging it round, not moving. If Big could move around whilst swinging his rod, you know, when you get to like level 3 or 2, maybe it would be better. But I don't know, I'm personally just not really a big fan of it myself and things. And this is all I literally have to say about Team Rose, because difference-wise, it's not big. Either way, this is the end of Team Rose's story, and now we're going to be moving on to something different for a change. Because Team Chaotix, the team we're going to be playing as next, has a different style of gameplay, meaning I'll be able to talk about different things for each level. Thank blimmin' God. It's been hard to come up with stuff to say during this, man. Anyway, take care, guys, and I'll see you in Team Chaotix. And for the meantime, enjoy the final cutscene and the ending credits theme, which is Team Rose's theme, basically. So, see you then.
Froggy!
Chaos data has been copied.
I'm so glad for you, Cheese. Hey, isn't that Mr. Sonic over there? Ha! Dr. Sonic! Sonic!